Hello everybody, Nate the Gamer here. Recently I got into the TurboGrafx 16 and I've been loving every moment that I'm playing it. It has great games like near perfect ports of Kadash, Ninja Spirit, Splatterhouse, and some of the original games like the Bonk series, Bloody Wolf, Devil and Alien Crush, and my personal favorite, Dungeon Explorer. I love the library of the TurboGrafx 16, but I feel like I'm missing out on half of the library since there was a CD add-on with some hard-hitting games like Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Ys Book 1 and 2. Unfortunately, this is where I've run into a pretty big snag. Getting this freaking CD add-on is near impossible to do. I've been trying to secure a unit for a very long time, but that's just not gonna happen. The prices have skyrocketed to over $500, and that's if it's working, has all the hookups, the docking bay, and the card that actually allows you to use this add-on in the first place. Even if I did buy the CD add-on, there are a couple compromises that I really did not want to take. For one, the CD add-on only uses composite video. Since I've been kind of spoiled by using HD Retrovision cables on my TurboGrafx, I did not want to go back to using those cables. Then there's the issue of playing Super CD-ROM games, which require a separate card than the one included with the console, and those cards are region locked, so I can't use them on games like Castlevania Rondo of Blood. And the final nail in the coffin is reliability, with the issue being this middle gear right here. It's always going to break in every single TurboGrafx unit, and it's a bit of a pain to replace. So, after giving myself a complete headache trying to find this stupid unit in the first place, I decided to do the next best thing. Import its Japanese equivalent, the PC Engine, over to the States. What landed on my porch was this PC Engine Duo R. While this looks pretty stock, there's actually a couple things that are under the hood that make things a little bit more interesting. What could it possibly be? Well, let's take a look. So the base Duo R adds both the regular PC Engine and the CD add-on together, but it also has the Super System card integrated into the console. So you don't have to track one down and plug it into the console just so you can play one of the many games that support it. But what makes this console special are the mods applied to it by the eBay seller known as DoujinDance's. He mounted a region switch where the hue cards go, so if you wanted to play Japanese hue card games, you would push the lever up. If you want to play American hue card games, you do the opposite. He also added RGB video support to the console. It doesn't change the form factor of the original AV port, and you can access the RGB signal by buying the HD Retrovision adapter for the Duo consoles, or you can use the SCART cable that DoujinDance shipped with the console. The RGB signal that comes out of the console is super clean, and it actually has a built-in comb filter, so video noise is pretty minimized. Finally, the most important mod done to this console is the fact that every single capacitor found in this console has been replaced. Now, this is a very vital thing to do because a lot of these Duo consoles, if it's the PC Engine Duo or the Turbo Duo, were made using very bad capacitors, which rumor has it have even leaked when they left the original factory that assembled them in the 90s. If unchecked, the sound can be completely glitched, or in the worst case scenario, completely brick itself after the chemicals leak from the capacitor onto the motherboard of the console. But now that DoujinDance replaced all of these capacitors, I can rest easy knowing that my console won't die from it leaking on itself. That sounded gross. Now, I know DoujinDance is a pretty controversial modder for what he did a few years ago. Basically, what he would do is he would cover his solder joints in 2-part epoxy and isolate certain components in bubble wrap. Luckily, I think DoujinDance learned his lesson because the pictures of the inside look very clean, and he actually sent me an unlisted YouTube video of him testing the console out before he shipped it out from Japan. He also sent me links to buy replacement parts and tutorials on how to do such a task. So if something were to fail, at least I would be prepared on how to replace them myself. So, how does it handle games? Well, it plays it like any other TurboGrafx or PC Engine. It read all of my American hue card games and my Turbo EverDrive flash card. I was kind of concerned that it wasn't going to work because I did read that it could cause problems with certain region modded consoles, but this is not the case. The region switch does not interfere with the profile of the EverDrive in any way, so I'm pretty confident that other hue cards with the same shape, like the arcade card or Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition will fit just fine. As for CD games, it did not have an issue playing my US copy of Fighting Street, but I expected that since all of the CD games on this platform are region free. I also made some totally legal copies of certain games, including an English translated version of Castlevania Rondo of Blood, because it uses the Super CD-ROM format, and it booted up without any problems. Don't worry, I'll buy the limited run games version of Rondo of Blood when pre-orders go live. I just wanted something to test out the Super CD-ROM. In conclusion, this is the best way to get into the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine platform. The Duo consoles were already good on paper because it combines all three things you need to play most of the games, but Doujin Dance really helped seal the deal by improving the video quality, giving the player the ability to play any hue card from any region, and most importantly, he made sure that the console will last by replacing those very nasty capacitors. I definitely should have bought this console a whole lot sooner. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys are new and you've enjoyed what you've seen, go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Twitter to see any shenanigans that I've gotten into, and updates on the channel. But anyways, I'm Nate the Gamer, and I'll see you guys in the next video.